Hey, guess what? I'm broke. I have very little money. But you know what? I'm still trusting God. What does that mean? Well, that doesn't even make any sense. How can you be broke but you're still trusting God? Well, let me explain. Did you know that there's a difference between being broke and being poor? Let me tell you. Broke, and this is not me. I'm not I got this from one of my mentors. Broke is usually broke is pretty much temporary. Like, I don't have any money today, but that's subject to change. Poor or poverty is primarily a state of mind where you've given up, you're not trying, you lost all hope, you resign yourself to, hey, this is where it's going to be, this is where, why even try? I'm not making any effort. I don't want to make any effort. I don't want to read any books. I don't want to listen to any tapes. I don't want to fellowship. I don't want to do anything. It's not going to change, so why even try? Being poor is primarily a state of mind. Being broke is usually temporary. Now, I'm a dentist by profession, and that doesn't mean a whole lot. It just means that I went to school a little bit longer. But right now, we're in a situation where we have way more bills than we have money. And if you find yourself in that situation, that's subject to change, but you're going to have to do some things about it. If you keep on doing the same things you've always done, you're going to get what you've always gotten. You've heard that before. That's something new. I didn't make that up. But I've got that from one of my mentors who I listen to. But there's a way to get out of this struggle. Let me tell you a little bit about my situation, then we'll go on. Like I said, I've been in practice for a while, lost my dental license, got it back. Right now, I'm starting up a practice, and money is tight. You know, um, we have way more bills than we have money, but I'm still trusting God. I'm still doing what He says to the best of my ability. Uh, that involves tithing. If you believe in those things, I do. Serving others, putting Him first. If you do those things, He will reward you. Now, again, I'm not trying to convert anybody. I'm not a preacher, a pastor, or a teacher. I'm just telling you what I've done, and I'm sharing with you what I've done to help my situation. Am I out of it? No, but I'm a lot better off than I was before. And I see if I continue on this road, it's going to get a lot better. So what I'm doing is telling you or other people that you may know, hey, if you're struggling, you don't have to. There are things you could do to help you and your family to get out of this situation, but you're going to have to make some changes. You're going to have to spend some time in the Word if you believe in those things. I do. It works for me. You're going to have to spend some time in the Word. You're going to have to spend some time thinking and serving other people. You're going to have to it's kind of hard when you're in that situation to get your eyes off yourself and start looking at how I can help other people. How can I help other people to live better financially? How can I help other people out of their situations? When you take your eyes off yourself and start being a servant, you'll be surprised how life begins to change. You know, one of the things I want to tell you, as I said before, is that I'm not trying to convert anybody. I'm not a preacher or pastor, and if you believe in those things, great, but that's up to you. But the Bible that I read says in Philippians that, my God shall supply all your needs. Now, God's not a slot machine where you just come in like a magic genie. He just gives you whatever you want. You have to read the word and see there's a whole lot that goes along with that. He's not just going to give it to you because you're asking for it. You have to do the things that He wants you to do. But get into the word. I'm not trying to really convert you or anything. And you'll see that there's a lot more to this than just saying, "Oh, God will give me what I need." And my favorite Bible passage is in Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And I use this right to this day. And you might want to use this as well. It says trust, which means lean on, depend on, have confidence in. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not unto your own understanding. It means don't try to figure it out. Don't say, "Hey, Lord, this doesn't make sense. I don't understand why we're doing this." In all your ways, depend on Him, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. So what I'm doing right now, what I'm doing, what I'm seeing, my situation slowly changing, is I'm depending on the Word. I'm reading the Word, I'm following what it says, and I'm telling other people about it to help them change their lives. And if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you're sick and tired of trying to make a $5 bill go where a $50 bill ought to go, if you're sick and tired of running out of money before the month runs out, Take it from me. I'm in that situation right now, but it's getting better. And I'm telling you what I've done. If you're in a situation, hey, let's take this journey together. Let's both get out of this brokenness together. Hey, comment what you're working on, what things have gotten most of your attention, and let's help each other. Let's get through to this thing. We have an advocate up there. We have someone that wants to get us out of this. Let's take this walk together. Let's uplift each other. Let's get out of this for the sake of our families and for all those around us. So anyway, that's my tip for today. I'll be back next week to go a little bit more into poverty, poorness versus brokenness. And you'll see the difference. There's a big difference in that. So we'll get into more of that next time. Um, like this channel, subscribe to it, dislike it is fine. Make comments, positive or negative, either one's fine. I can take it. Feedback makes me stronger. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you wanted me to talk about next time, and I will. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Okay, thanks. Bye.